Allow the Colorfil resin and the Colorfil activator to come to room temperature, approximately 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Clean the part to receive the Colorfil with denatured alcohol and a scrub brush, then blow the image out completely, using a hot air gun or an air compressor. Measure proper amounts of Colorfil resin and Colorfil activator into the paper cups provided. Pour pre-measured Colorfil activator into pre-measured Colorfil resin. Do not mix batches larger than 4 ounces, because large amounts will activate too quickly. The larger the batch, the faster it activates, which could make it difficult to control, leaving air bubbles trapped in the Colorfil. If your image is large, pour small measured portions of Colorfil resin into paper cups ahead of time, and then add Colorfil activator, when ready to pour it into the image. Slowly rotate the paper cup containing the Colorfil mixture, while using the stir stick, to gently scrape the material from the sides and bottom of the cup. Slowly and thoroughly mix the material. If Colorfil is not completely mixed, it will not activate properly. Take care not to add lots of air while mixing. Do not use an electric mixer. Allow the cup of Colorfil material to rest a minute or two, to allow air bubbles to rise up to the top of the mixture and escape. Pour the material in a puddle over the image. Use the stir stick as a spatula to generously spread Colorfil over the image. Remember, Colorfil will shrink, so be sure to cover generously. Use a toothpick and trace around the image to help detach and release any trapped air bubbles in the image. Use a hot air gun or hair dryer on low setting, with direct downward heat, to thin and release the air bubbles. Take care not to overheat the image, because it can warp and crack. Alternate between different areas of the image, with a hot air gun, to aid in releasing the air bubbles. Allow the Colorfil object to cure overnight. Temperature and humidity both play a part in how long it takes Colorfil to cure. You may force dry the part in a conventional oven set to no higher than 110 degrees Fahrenheit, taking precaution, because it can cause warping of the part. Once the part is warped, you may not be able to flatten or correct the item. Make sure to test the Colorfil to see if it is cured by pressing your fingernail in the Colorfil. The Colorfil will not indent when it is cured. Using a random orbital sander and 150 grit abrasive, begin to sand off the excess Colorfil. Use a sanding eraser to clean off the built-up material on the abrasive disc. Continue to sand until most of the excess Colorfil is removed. Change to 180 grit abrasive. Clean the image area using a white rag and spray bottle of water to thoroughly remove any dust and grit on the surface from the previous operation. Repeat the process, sanding with 220 grit, to remove the previous grit's obvious scratch patterns. Remember to thoroughly wipe with a damp cloth to clean between each sanding step. For a matte finish, use maroon Scotch Brite pad for buffing the surface. For high gloss finish, use a 60 micron abrasive, then a 30 micron abrasive, and follow the same process as before. Excessive pressure causes overheating, which will load up the abrasive. Light pressure and frequent abrasive cleaning will speed up the process. and require much less abrasive. The 30-micron abrasive tends to load up quickly, so place a clean rag on the surface of the sander, and carefully rotate sander, to remove buildup. Continue sanding. Clean the area with a damp cloth. If you are using a buffing wheel, load the wheel with buffing rouge, or polishing compound. Hold the item firmly. Place the image against the wheel, to polish the image area. Use a progressive polish process, and continue until the desired finish is obtained. The part will begin to shine, and reflect light easily in the finish. The surface will finish to a high gloss, if processed correctly, and will appear monolithic with the surrounding materials. If a haze appears in the finish, repeat the process, for a high gloss finish.